Come here. Oh, that's not where I wanted you. Hi, come sit in my lap. What are you doing? Ow! Off my hair. Okay, come here. Oh goodness, okay, you just say hi. Alright, hi guys, welcome back to another Archie video. Everyone, it's not playtime. Is this what you're wanting? Amazing. Alright, well he's really good at filming. Ow! Okay, well, apparently he doesn't want to be in the video. Anyway, welcome back to another Archie video. So today I thought I would kind of go through all the pros and cons of having a Cavapoo, which is what Archie is. His mom was a Cavalier King Charles and his dad was a poodle. And I did a lot of research before finding the breed of dog I wanted. So I know there's like a lot of things out there that are like you should adopt and rescue a dog. I totally agree. If you are able to do that, then you definitely should. But you have to understand that that's not for everyone. And we just had like a situation where like that just wasn't going to be our reality. So yes. But anyway, we did a lot of research and I highly recommend if you watch this video and you realize that a Cavapoo is the right dog for you, that you do even more research finding the perfect breeder, because it's super important to find one that isn't a puppy mill, that, you know, takes care of their pets, and that you're not going to get one that like comes from a bad line of parents that's going to be sick, or just from a bad situation. Like, just make sure you go from a family breeder that takes care of their dogs and you can just feel comfortable and confident with your decision. But okay, let's just get right into let's start with the pros. How about that? Because I definitely have way more pros than cons, obviously. But some of the cons are some things that you're definitely going to want to consider before making your decision. Come here, buddy. Hey. Hey. It's a very curious puppy. You just, okay, sure, lay there. Okay, anyway, let's get started with the pros and kind of like why I chose the Cavapoo, why I love him so much, and why they are such a great dog. So the first one I want to say is that Archie and Cavapoos in general are an extremely loyal breed. He loves us so much to the point where it like hurts my heart to ever like leave him to like go to the grocery store. But he's just a very loyal dog. He follows me all around the house everywhere I go. He's always right by me. He always has to see me if we are going for walks. And somebody's like walking a little bit behind, he like will stop and like keep looking back and like making sure that they're still coming. He just like likes everyone to be in the same room, going where he's going. Like, he just wants to make sure everyone is okay. Another really good pro with Cavapoos is that they are great with kids, they are great with elderly people, and they're great with other dogs. So Archie doesn't like cats, which is super random. Buddy! Hey! He thinks since I'm sitting on the floor it's playtime, and he's wrong. Anyway, he absolutely loves other dogs. Anytime he sees another dog, he freaks out and he like wants to play with them, he wants to go for a walk with them, he wants to just like get their attention. Anytime he sees little kids, his tail goes wild and he just wants to play with them, and he's very gentle with people that are older. Okay, buddy. Hey, come here. Look. What are you doing? I don't want this toy. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, another really awesome pro, especially if you're a first-time dog owner, is he is super easy to train. Archie, sit. Sit. Oh, come on. Hey. Hey. Okay, I started normally he's easy. Now he's all worked up because I'm like on the floor maybe playing with him. Where'd you go? Come here. He thinks I'm gonna throw this toy. Okay, well anyway, he's extremely easy to train. It took me like maybe one day to train him how to use our bell to go outside in the back. So he just goes up there, rings the bell, and then I open the door. It was super easy. We've taught him all these tricks. Potty training him was extremely easy because they are a very smart breed. So they catch on to things really quickly, and they do really well with positive reinforcement, and I cannot say that enough. Positive reinforcement was key. He caught on to everything very quickly if I was using positive reinforcement. Now, kind of like what that means is making sure that you're not punishing them for doing something wrong, but you're rewarding them for doing something right. So like, if he potties inside, don't put him in the kennel, because that's not right. Like, he doesn't really know what he did wrong, and the kennel should be a safe place, not a timeout. Right, buddy? You have a hair in your mouth. So with that being said, really easy to train. He's so smart, and he's very good at listening, except for like now, of course. What is that look? What are you doing? He's spoiled. He gets what he wants. About these dogs is that they are kind of like a medium energy. Like, I don't really know how to explain it because clearly he's high energy right now. But he has like these spurts of higher energy where he wants to play and he wants to go for walks. And then he has lower energy where he's super quiet and he just sleeps and chills and is like very calm. So I would put them at like a medium energy level. So they love to like play and stuff, but like they don't need constant playtime. Because he does get tired eventually. Oh my gosh, buddy, this is so inconvenient. Okay, another awesome pro. Another awesome pro about you, I know there's so many, is that he doesn't shed. Right? You don't shed? So he, since they're mixed with a poodle, they're not gonna shed. So typically Cavalier King Charles do shed, but poodles, oh my gosh, poodles do not. And so therefore when you mix them, they don't shed, which is really great. You don't have hair all over you, hair everywhere. If you have allergies, you most likely will not be allergic to him. Most people that are like have allergies around dogs that don't shed is because they were outside and they brought in like pollen and, you know, stuff like that on their fur. So if that's the case for you, there's these wipes that you can get that you can wipe down their fur to kind of help, you know, keep all that out of their fur after they come inside. Okay, let's go on with another pro would be that, so I don't know the exact term for this, but they are a hybrid mix, obviously, because you're mixing two breeds. So typically when that happens, you're supposed to be mixing like the best of both breeds together. So therefore you are hoping that you're taking like all the good from the mom and all the good from the dad and combining it, and or like all the good from like that breed versus the other breed and combining it and making like this super breed that like typically I think it's poodles have like stomach issues, like they get car sick and stuff, where he doesn't because he's a mix. Stuff like random stuff like that, and like hopefully if there's any like things that Cavaliers usually get, like sicknesses, that he hopefully won't have because he's mixed, and you hope that they combine. Like, I don't know all the right terms for this, but the gist of it is you hope that they get the best because they aren't a purebred dog. This is a lot. Like, this toy is a lot. Can we pick out a different one? Here, where's your duck? Look. You like this one, don't you? Let's play with the duck. Duck's a lot nicer. Okay. So I kind of already mentioned that these dogs are extremely smart, but if you don't know, poodles are a very smart breed. So since he is mixed with a poodle, he has the intelligence of a poodle. Kind of like how I just mentioned, mixing like two breeds, you get the best of both. So he is so smart. Like, I can't even explain to you the things he does. He just like knows what we're doing. Like, he knows that if we are like, he just picks up on tricks really well. He he learns things really fast, but he also learns like our routine and stuff really easily. So like, he knows when we're leaving the house and like leaving the house versus when we're leaving the house to go for like our workouts outside, like to go for a run outside. And like, I don't know, it's just like the craziest thing. Like he just, oh my goodness, you ripped the ear off, buddy. Or your duck doesn't have an arm. How did that just happen? He's really not destructive with his toys, but I don't know. Okay, and so my last like pro that I could think of like kind of off the top of my head was that they have the sweetest personalities. And like, I seriously mean that. He's such a loving dog. He comes up to you and gives you like the nicest kisses and just wants to cuddle. I know right now he's like full of energy, but he had just eaten breakfast, so he's got all that energy in him, and normally I walk him. But anyway, he is just like the sweetest, most loyal dog. In the middle of the night, like he'll come and check on us. Like one night, Anthony and I actually slept in. I think we slept in till like 8, and normally we wake up around 7:30. And around that time, I would say like at 7:45, where he was kind of like, okay, why aren't you guys up yet? He came and like, I could like feel him, like he reached over and like put his face up against mine, and I feel like he was like waiting for me to breathe. And then he turned around and like did the same thing to Anthony, and then he just laid down between us. He was like, okay, they're alive, we're all good, like I'm just gonna chill here and wait for them to wake up. Like, it was the cutest thing ever, and he's just like so snuggly and so loving, and like he's never bit me or another person. Now he likes to like play, and like we've like trained him to play rough because that's how him and Anthony play, but like he would never bite you. If you put your hand in the toy while you guys are playing, he'll like back off and stuff. Like, he's so good, and just very gentle and very sweet. So those are all of the pros of having a Cavapoo. Now I'm sure there's like a million more, because I think it's the best dog ever. I think he is the perfect dog. Like, we seriously picked out the perfect breed. But with that being said, there are some cons, and I do want to kind of address those, because I feel like this is something people need to know, because it can change your decision on whether or not a Cavapoo is right for you in like your situation. So a major con is that he is like super attached. So these dogs will have attachment issues and anxiety. Now that comes with being a very loyal dog and a very loving dog, is that he just like, he's a people dog. He just wants to be around you all the time, and he gets major anxiety when I leave. He just does not like being alone. He wants to be with us at all times. And so if you're somebody that isn't home a lot, you might not be the perfect, that doesn't make sense. The Cavapoos might not be the perfect breed for you, only because they thrive off of like human interaction, spending time with you, and not just like you coming home for 10 minutes, feeding them, letting them out and leaving. When I do that, very rarely, he loses his mind, because he's like, why'd you even come home? Like, now I'm all worked up because you were home, and now you're leaving, and now I'm worked up, and like, yeah. So anyway, this is something that I really think you need to consider, because it is something that we deal with often when we try to leave. Is he just has like an anxiety attack. Granted, it is like a weird time right now where we've been staying home a lot, but yes, it is hard to leave him. We went through a phase where he's really not destructive on any furniture or anything, but we went through a phase where he would have so much anxiety that he would dig at the door trying to like get out with us. And so yeah, we're working on all of that, but that is something that you need to consider, that they are going to love you so much that they want to go everywhere with you. Even if they don't enjoy car rides, he still wants to be there with you. And then another con, which I feel like I kind of mentioned, but they do require playtime and walk time, like making sure that you have time to like exert that energy, because like, sure, they're not like the most high maintenance where they need to go for like a 6-mile walk, but he does love going for like a half a mile to a mile walk a day. And then we also give him like playtime, and like we just want to keep him young and playful and happy, and that's what he enjoys, so that's what we give him. But it's good for him, and you can tell that he's extremely happy when we give them that time. So I think that's very important. If you are somebody that doesn't like to go for walks, or doesn't like to play, then that might not be the best breed for you, because almost every Cavapoo I know loves playtime, loves throwing the ball, loves playing fetch. He's really good at fetch. And and just loves being outside and going for walks. Now he's, like I said, not super high maintenance where he requires these long walks like a big dog, but he does require, you know, some attention and playtime. And then another con, this is gonna be my last con, is that they require frequent grooming. So his hair grows very fast since he doesn't shed, and it's curly and it gets thick. I go every 5 weeks. So that's just something to keep in mind, because it does cost money, and it's time consuming, and it's just something that you have to consider when picking out a breed of dog that you want. But to me, it's not really a big deal. I've always grown up grooming my dogs, and it is what it is, and they just look so much happier, and like it gets really hot here, so making sure that their hair doesn't get too long. He's actually due for a haircut, so he will get one in about a week. So this is like, I know you can't really see him because, come here. Let's show him your hair. So he's getting one in less than a week, so this is about as long as I let him get, because it starts to get in his eyes and it gets really thick, and then his ears get long and it gets in his food. I know. You can go back to your duck. But yeah, so grooming is something else that you will have to keep in mind, but it's nice because it's not like you really have to like brush him and pick up all of his fur all over the couch and stuff like that. Okay, do you want to do the outro with me, or are you just gonna lay there? He said he would rather play with his duck. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I tried to reply to all of them. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe because we have lots more Archie videos coming. And if you have any questions about like how much it costs to have a dog, or the food that I feed him, or just kind of like watching his personality, I have a lot of those videos on my channel as well if you want to check them out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Guys, I really think Cavapoos are the best dogs ever. I think everyone should have one. I know I'm a little biased because I have one, but they're a great family dog and we have so much fun with them. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this and thank you for watching.